have been watching my channel, I recently got back from a 3-month trip in France, recently being over a month. You know, France is not exactly known for their green juices or anything like that. Now listen, if you have seen some of my what I ate videos, a lot of this stuff is gonna seem pretty familiar. I guess I just want to address the fact that when I do what I ate videos, I'm not necessarily trying to show you something new, because I just do what works for me. To start off my day after my yoga, I had some celery juice, and celery juice is so good for you, especially if you have any like digestive things going on. So I just juiced a big celery stalk and I gave some juice to my dad. You may not like the taste of celery juice at first, but once you get used to it, and if you buy high quality organic celery, it actually tastes very good. It's almost like milky and savory at the same time, and I notice a huge difference when I incorporate celery juice into my daily life. So I try to have celery juice at least 4 times a week, more if possible. And then because I like to stay super hydrated in the morning, I had a bunch of watermelon. It is watermelon season, and I put some passion fruit on top. If you don't know what passion fruit is, it's this little fruit here, and it's very wrinkly and weird looking, and inside it's just a bunch of like seeds, and it's super like tart and sweet at the same time. Has such a great flavor to add on top of things, especially watermelon. It's like best combo ever. You can put some lime on top too. The watermelon and passion fruit are from the farmer's market, so passion fruit can grow locally here, and I'm trying to convince my dad to plant some vines. I had some green tea. I just like to have some regular green tea. I'm not really picky about what kind in the morning. Sometimes I go without caffeine, sometimes I have it. With my tea, I had some more fruit. I love to eat lots and lots of fruit. It makes me feel my best. It's high carb, it's low in fat, it goes straight into my cells because fructose is so good for you. Don't let anyone tell you that it's not. I had 3 beautiful ripe bananas and a bunch of these khajrawi dates. I had more than what I actually had on my plate here. These are also from the farmer's market. What I love about this is I get to wash out the plastic container that it comes in and return it to the farmer. If you've only had medjool dates from the store, you've never had a date. Those aren't real dates. Those are, I mean, they're real, but they're like not very good. They're dry. These khajrawi dates are juicy and amazing, and it's so good to be back in California. I also cut up some cucumber to put on the side because I love to have like something crunchy with it, especially after I save a few cucumber slices for after I finish my fruit, just to clean up my teeth, because dates do get really sticky. Then I wanted another hot drink as I was continuing to work in my office, and so I had this mushroom matcha thing that I talked about in a previous videos from Four Sigmatic. This isn't an ad or anything. I truly do use their products and I really like them. So it's matcha tea with a lion's mane mushroom and some other stuff in there, and lion's mane is supposed to help you like concentrate. So I actually made my own hemp milk. It's extremely easy and actually does save on plastic, because you get so much more hemp milk out of what you can get from the plastic bag from the hemp seeds. So it's kind of hard to buy hemp seeds without using plastic, but if you buy a single bag, then you can create hemp milk with more water, and actually does save on packaging, and it's super cheap and easy. So I just throw in like a couple teaspoons of hemp seeds and added a bunch of hot water. I measured it out with my mug and blended it up, and I add a little maple syrup too, because maple syrup should go on everything. That's like a rule. Then I added a couple teaspoons of the matcha powder, and I put a little bit of hot water in there and used a whisk and really scrubbed it. That's not the right word. Stirred. I got all the chunks out, made it nice and foamy and perfectly combined, and then I poured in my homemade hemp milk and stirred it up, and that was my drink, and it was delicious. Later, for my kind of late lunch, I had banana ice cream, but I just really bulked it up with lots of superfoods, mainly barley grass juice powder and spirulina. It's very green. I put banana ice cream in my what I ate videos all the time because I eat banana ice cream all the time. It's just so simple and satisfying, and I get to top it with whatever I'm in the mood for and whatever is in season, and I get to put superfoods in there. I topped mine with cacao nibs, coconut flakes, and wild blueberries, and a little maple syrup. And I put some hemp seeds on there to just get a little more fats in. This kept me full for a very long time, and then I went to work. I teach a class, and I came back, and when I came back I was really hungry, so I had a little bit of leftovers. So just to hold me over while I was making my salad, I had some of my mother's risotto that she made recently, and it's a butternut squash chestnut risotto with a cashew sour cream on top, and yes, it's just as good as it looks. And then I made a giant salad with 1 whole head of red leaf lettuce from the farmer's market, and this beautiful reed avocado from the market as well. If you don't know what reed avocados are, oh, they're so good and giant and creamy, and they're just the best avocados in California. I put on cilantro, some dulse flakes, lime juice, and salt and pepper, and that is it. I know it looks kind of boring, but it's actually delicious because the quality of the lettuce is so good, the avocado is amazing, and the lime plus the salt is so good. And that is what I'm eating right now as I finish my day. And I just wanted to show you like a super clean day. In my opinion, it was pretty clean. And I also want to encourage you to eat healthy. I think a lot of times in these like vegan what I ate videos, it's really fun to show like the crazy, cool, fun vegan stuff that you can have, just to show people, hey, look, you can have a bacon burger and still be vegan because it's a vegan version. And I think that is so cool to show people. But generally on a daily basis, I eat very, very simply and healthily. And the reason is we get results from what we do most of the time. So if you're eating junk food more often than clean food, you're gonna feel like junk. And if you eat clean food more often and it's the majority of what you do, those are results you're gonna get, because it's all about those whole plant foods. I'm not anti-junk food at all. I totally eat junk food, as you have seen. But I am anti too much junk food. What do you expect's gonna happen if you eat vegan donuts every day? Now, I try to stay away from giving health advice. I just try to lead by example and show what I do and encourage people to eat in a healthy, simple, fruit and veggie focused way. So I'm trying to find the best way to give advice without giving advice.